Hello and welcome to the training on building HTML dashboards. What you'll see on screen here is a sales tracking spreadsheet for a fictional company called Example Printer Company. It covers the fiscal year of 2025, January through the end of the year, and it has 121 individual sales transactions logged across 16 columns. Each row is a single sale, and you've got fields like sale ID, date, which sales rep closed it. The list goes on. There are multiple pages with more in-depth information, individual rep performance, product performance, customer summary, a monthly dashboard, a regional breakdown, and a KPI summary. This is pretty typical of others' sales tracking logs. I did generate this one using the Framework Managed AI platform. This is exactly the kind of file that has a ton of useful information in it, but it's really hard to pull that insight without scrolling through and analyzing the data. So I want to build something better. Now, I'm in Framework Managed AI with a fresh new chat, and I'm going to utilize this chat to assist me in turning this spreadsheet into a easily understood and actionable dashboard. The first thing that I want to do before I start off is to make sure that I turn Auto Tool on. This is important because it allows the platform to use Python directly. When I upload a spreadsheet and ask it to build the dashboard, it's actually going to read the file with Python and write the HTML code for me automatically instead of just generating something that I have to copy and paste. So let's make sure that that's turned on before we start. Next, I'm going to attach the spreadsheet. So I'm just going to go to my downloads and click and drag the spreadsheet into the box. You can also click the plus sign to open up the file upload window and find your file that way. I tend to just drag and drop from the download window. Next, I'm going to paste in a prompt that I often use to build a dashboard. This is important to make sure that the AI understands kind of what data exists in your dashboard first. So I tend to say, please open and review the Excel spreadsheet, summarize the structure of the data, including what columns are available, the date range, number of transactions, and various other information. I want to make sure that this AI understands the data before I start building a dashboard. It's important for two reasons. One, it'll highlight if there are issues in your data or something that the AI can't help with. Two, it will also ensure that the AI is vetting itself. It's showing you its process. It's showing you the connections in the data. This essentially serves to save credits long term. Instead of needing to create a dashboard, go back and make changes, create a dashboard, go back and make changes, you're asking it to analyze the data first to show that it understands it, so you have to go through less repetitions. You can see through its tools, it's actually reading through the file. It's starting to summarize the structure. It's confirming the number of transactions, the sales reps, things like that. So we see it analyzes the number of sheets, the data sources that are available, the date range, dimensions, the financial summary. So it does look like it is evaluating this spreadsheet correctly and accurately. So now I'm going to paste in a second prompt that I keep copy pasted. But you could definitely write this on your own. I say using the sales data you just reviewed, build a complete HTML dashboard, save as a file. The dashboard should be fully self-contained. I explain that it should have internal pages with navigation. On every page that displays data, include toggles or filters. Include an executive summary with insights and action items. Make sure you use a professional color scheme and polished the dashboard enough to share with the executives. And then finally, please generate the file using Python. I have a set of prompts that I copy and paste. If you don't want to go through that process and start building up your set of prompts, you don't need to start with something this well built out. You can easily open another chat and just explain, I want to build an HTML dashboard. I want good information in it, and I want to be able to glean insights from it. Please help me write a prompt that I could use to build this dashboard. And through that kind of use AI to learn AI to use AI process, you could very easily start building your own library of prompts pre-generated as well. Now, this would also be a great example for an agent, kind of taking this set of information, this prompt step, and saving it as an agent to make generating dashboards on demand easier. That's definitely a good step two for this once you prove that the prompt is successfully building a dashboard. Now, this will take a couple minutes to run, so I'm going to open up one that I just ran before recording this. This is the dashboard that came out of the prompt that we're running right now. It includes a snapshot of the company, revenue versus gross profit, revenue by product category, region, profit margin, pulls out where we're exceeding, pulls out areas that may need attention, has multiple tabs for overview, performance, transactions, and action items. You can go back and forward through these tabs with the arrow. Regions, you can sort by the region, you can sort by individual sales rep, you can sort by product category. Really, it gives you access to your data that you already have, just in a much easier to understand format. But the real benefit is pulling these where we're exceeding and areas that need attention. You're going to get simpler information that you could get from a normal Excel spreadsheet, just displayed better. But the true benefit of AI is the action items and the analysis. So not only is it going to build this dashboard for you to share easier, it's going to pull out some risks and some suggested items that you could take to resolve those risks. So for an example, it's saying wide format accounts for 57% of revenue, but carries a really low profit margin. We should identify 5 wide format customers, assign an executive, build multi-year service contract renewals into the wide format sale to start increasing revenue. Not necessarily saying you have to do every single one of these, but it's doing the insight gathering and the initial information giving to you so that you don't have to spend time doing this. You can spend time where you find and provide the most value face to face with your clients or elsewhere. Thank you very much for this training. I really appreciate your time, and we'll see you on the next one.